Hello readers! I did a poll on YouTube and I asked you what you wanted to see next, and you all said Harry Potter book collection, so I do want to show you some of my official Harry Potter books, but also some unofficial ones too, so stick around. I did not jump on the Harry Potter bandwagon until about 2 weeks before The Order of the Phoenix was released, so this is why my first set is pretty mixed. Here is the paperback version of the first book. I did rush out and buy the first 4 in paperback right before Order of the Phoenix came out because I got Order of the Phoenix on release day. Here's the Chamber of Secrets. Here's the third book that I lent to my son when he was younger at some point and the cover went missing. But the actual cover looks like this for The Prisoner of Azkaban. And then we have the Goblet of Fire and the Order of the Phoenix. As I was putting these together, I realized that my 6th book, The Half-Blood Prince, was missing. But here's the Deathly Hallows. I actually think I lent my 6th book to a friend. You might have noticed I have 2 copies of 2, 3, and 4. A different friend broke the spines on them, so I asked her to replace them. This box set was gifted to me by my roommate Jeff one year for Christmas. I wanted it so bad when I saw that the box set was in like a Harry Potter trunk. I just could not. It was really the packaging that made me want this because I didn't really love the covers, but it was the whole hardcover set and I was so excited to get it. It is still wrapped in plastic. It will likely stay wrapped in plastic. It's more of a collector's item for me. I do keep that original set that's all beat up so that if I want to revisit the story, I can. These are the illustrated editions that are currently available. 5, 6, and 7 are not out yet. 4 just recently came out, but this is the Sorcerer's Stone. The images in these are so beautiful, and I love that it just creates an entirely new experience for rereading Harry Potter. At this point, I've only reread the first one using the illustrated version, but I do plan on going through the whole series. Hopefully the other ones will be out before I finish 2, 3, and 4. That is very likely at the pace that I read my books. They're just gorgeous. This is the Chamber of Secrets. I tried my best to kind of flip through the pages. It was hard doing it one-handed. Hopefully you get an idea of what some of the illustrations look like. I don't know how they're going to do Order of the Phoenix because that book is like huge. And these are pretty heavy. They're these beautiful glossy pages with illustrations on them. I kind of wish these illustrated versions had been available when my son was younger. He's 18 now, so I think he would have loved them as a kid, and I would have loved to have been able to read them to him or read them together because the illustrations are just, they're awesome. I realize it would have likely taken a long time to illustrate the entire series, but I'm wondering why they chose to release them one at a time. I don't even know when the first one released, but I wonder how long it'll take for them to do 5, 6, and 7. With Christmas being right around the corner, a lot of people have been sharing their wish lists, and I've been checking them out because I love to see what other people are reading, and so many of you have Goblet of Fire, the illustrated version, on your wish list, and it just makes me really happy to see. Okay, I love, love, love these. Look at the image that's formed with all the spines. This box set was given to me by my son probably a couple of Christmases ago, and I just fell in love with the fact that it did form that full picture of Hogwarts, but the illustrations are nice. It's definitely different than the original one, and the backs are designed and illustrated as well, so I will kind of go through them here one by one so that you can see what the front and the back looks like. The back here is the scene where Harry Potter is inside the Chamber of Secrets. They did such a good job with all of the scenes they selected for both the front and the back of these books. It's like there's just these strong emotive scenes happening across all of them. And I just really like the illustration style that they used. Definitely much better than the original Harry Potter books. So I'm so happy to have this box set as well. I haven't decided if I will ever, physically read them. They're just so pretty. I would hate to damage them in any way. I'm not exactly sure what it was about the cover of the Half-Blood Prince that really kind of caught my attention. We see here like Harry and Dumbledore, and you know that this is when they kind of go on their mission to seek out the Horcruxes. But I really felt, I really felt it when I saw those images, and I thought they were just a really good representation of what happens in that book. The back of the Deathly Hallows carries some real emotional weight here too, as we see Harry facing off against Voldemort. Now, I do love that these two books were released as part of a box set. It is Quidditch for the Ages and also Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I haven't fully read them, though I have tried on separate occasions, and they read a lot like boring textbooks. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I do believe that they have been re-released and packaged as a trio with the Tales of Beetle the Bard, which I have here and I purchased separately, but you may be able to find all three of those together nowadays. I have seen many, many Harry Potter journals over the years. This is the only one I've ever purchased because I have more journals than I know what to do with. But I thought it was really cool that they had these light illustrations on the pages. There aren't any lines, as you can see. I mean, I don't know if I would draw on it or draw over anything. I don't know if I'll ever use this, but it felt like something I needed to have. I actually didn't even remember that I had this book till I started looking for my Harry Potter books for this video, but I'm glad I found it. I've never read it, but flipping through the pages, it was pretty cool because it's somewhat like a glossary of the things that you would find in Harry Potter, but it goes into the history of those things and, if they were real or where we encountered them or what their origins were. And I just thought that was really awesome, and I think I'm going to bump this up to the front of my TBR list. Just in case you didn't catch the name of it when I showed the cover, it is The Sorcerer's Companion, the unofficial guide to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. The last books I have here is The Ultimate Unofficial Guide to the Mysteries of Harry Potter. The blue one is for books 1 through 4, the purple one is for book 5, and then the red one was New Clues for book 5. I imagine there's one for books 6 and 7, although I have not purchased those. If you're ever planning a reread of Harry Potter, I highly recommend that you pick up these books. It just had an analysis for every single chapter, and it broke down the stuff about the characters, about why they were named the way they were named. I don't know if all of it is accurate or just kind of made up, but it provided so much additional depth to Harry Potter. It was freaking fantastic. Well, there you have it. That's my Harry Potter book collection. There is one more set that I really, really want, and I might be willing to sell my box set for it. I was never really in love with those covers. I just asked for it and really wanted it because it was a box set and because it came in the Harry Potter trunk, and I loved that. But I don't know, I might like the other covers a little bit better. If I can find a really good picture, I'll be sure to insert it here. It was on Kat's channel that I first learned about this box set, so I asked her if I could use a little bit of footage from her video. She goes into what's underneath the covers, what the end papers look like, what the spines look like, so I'm going to be sure to link to her video in the description below so that you can check that out, because this set is gorgeous. Do you have more than one set of Harry Potter books? Please tell me about them in the comments below. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.